Hello everyone, we are Group 5 and our assigned topic is all about computer-mediated communication or CMC. This is defined as any human communication that occurs through the use of two or more electronic devices. Research on CMC focuses largely on the social effects of different computer-supported communication technologies. Types will be reported by Kylene Daniel Onso, advantages by Fauni Balar Valencia, disadvantages by Roden Carl Taradell, situation by Judah Tampak, and conclusion will be reported by Janice Flores Tapla. At the end of this topic, we will be able to learn about the types of CMC, advantages, disadvantages.
The computer-mediated communication is multimodal. Communication through computers or technology is not limited to text alone. It can be through audio, video, robot, and graphics. Computer-mediated communication can also be qualified into two parts, synchronous and asynchronous. Synchronous computer-mediated communication refers to a communication that occurs in real time. Everyone is in communication simultaneously, but they are not necessarily in the same space. Example of this are video chats and face calls. Asynchronous computer-mediated communication refers to a communication where the parties are not engaged in unison, a type of communication where the reply is not instant. An example of this is text messages, chats, emails, and voice messages.
This is the advantage of CMC, or we call computer-mediated communication. Computer-mediated communication breaks down geographical barriers to communicating, enabling elaboration through communication over distance. People can exchange, store, edit, broadcast, and copy in written documents. They can send data and messages instantaneously, easily at low cost, and over long distances. Messages can be sent to groups of any size and can be programmed for such special functions as automatic copying to a pre-specific distribution list. Two or more people can look at the documents and revise it together, consult with each other on critical matters, or ask for and give assistance interactively. Few status and position cues. Software or electronic communication is blind with respect to the vertical hierarchy in social relationship and organization. Once people have electric access, their status, power, and prestige are not communicated as in face-to-face situations. Thus, charismatic and high-status people may have less influence, and group members may participate more equally in computer communication. Social influence among communicators becomes more equal because so much hierarchical dominance and power information is hidden, so providing a certain amount of anonymity, which eliminates stereotypical clarifications, make people less inhibited among communication their ideas, opinions, feelings about certain issues, and as for result, fosters more participation and contribution from people who would otherwise feel intimidated. We live in a world where almost everything is being run by technologies. There are technologies used for mass production of books, medicines, and clothing, so on and so forth. Technologies which help us ease the burden at work, and technologies help us to explore beyond our limitation as human beings. This advancement in technologies also change the way we communicate with other people. If in the past, real smells to send messages with strict base before it will be received. At this generation, we could now even send messages in just a few clicks with aid of computer, tablets, and even our smartphones.
The disadvantage of computer-mediated communication are, in words, aren't the only means of communication. CMC has long been criticized for its lack of socio-emotional and nonverbal clues. Misunderstanding can occur when the tone and meaning of words are misinterpreted. For example, one person may make a joke while another person on the other side may interpret it as fact. The issue of trust and confidentiality. We are truly putting ourselves out there when we communicate via CMC. Calls and videos can be recorded and messages can be screenshot or copied and pasted. To put it another way, we have no idea what the other party can or will do with the information we just supplied, because we can't see what's going on the other side. We can totally trust that the other party is telling the truth. Technology has its own restrictions, computer may be corrupted, internet server may go down, smartphones may run out of battery power, and the list goes on.
Lee is having problem with her math subject in her math module with Mrs. Jean. In order to know how to solve it, she asked her teacher about it through online class, online tutoring, and one-on-one video call. And after the video call, she was able to understand the math problem and can solve it independently and can solve other math problems too independently without needing help. Diona's father worked abroad and she grew up having conversations with him only through video calls and text. The day has come where her father needs to go back to their hometown to start a new career and life with them. After meeting her father in a very long time, it was awkward for Diona to connect with him genuinely and have noticed the huge difference of what she thought her father's attitude was. Diona is struggling to connect to her father because she grew up not having a genuine relationship with him.
Conclusion. In light of this computer-mediated communication, or CMC for short, is defined as any human communication that takes place through the use of two or more electronic devices. According to Walter and Boger, 1992, for many of us, CMC is no longer a novelty but a communication channel through which most of our professional and social interaction takes place, and this shift is expected to continue. As technology advances, many new inventions emerge, particularly in the field of communication. Before, people used mail to send letters to their families who live far away, and it took a long time for the recipient to get it. And now, we may contact our family, friends, classmates, and teachers via technology and feel as if we are having a face-to-face conversations like emails, Messenger, Skype, video calls, and many other services are available. However, we may encounter issues with access to technology and networks, as well as a lack of regulating feedback and also a lack of social-emotional and non-verbal indications. In the midst of pandemic, we can't go to school and have face-to-face classes because of the virus. But with the help of technology, we can still continue our studies. To avoid getting infected by the virus, technology assists us in creating fresh learning environments. Virtually, we can still meet our teachers and peers.